Welcome back to mypaperpassion.com, and today I wanted to share with you a quick tip for how I format my 4x6 photos down to the 3x4 wallet size for my Project Life pocket pages. When I am doing Project Life, I typically use the pocket pages that have the 3x4 journaling slots. And sometimes I don't always want to fill those slots with journaling cards. So I wanted to find out how I could edit my photos down to the 3x4 to be able to use into those pockets. PicMonkey.com is a photo editing website that allows you to upload your photos and edit them, touch them up. You can do some cool things with designing your photos, like adding a frame, adding stickers, doing some interesting backgrounds. You can also add text to your photos, and lots of other options. And then also you have the option to create collages out of your photos. And the collage feature is actually what I use to format my photos. The website, for the most part, is free. There is a premium upgrade that you can purchase for, I think, about $5 a month, and you just get access to a few more extra features. I played around with the site, and I didn't feel like it's something that I would need to pay the extra money for, simply because what I typically do with my photos is something that they offer for free. So when you go to the website, this is the home page, and you have the option to edit your photo, touch up a photo, to design it, or to create a collage. Now, again, you're going to be creating a collage to format your photos. So when you select collage, this little box down here drop down, and you then are prompted to choose where you're going to upload your photos from. So you can upload them from your computer, from Dropbox, Facebook, or Flickr. And let's say that you wanted to play around with the different collages and just to see how they work, what they look like. There are also some stock photos that are on the website that you can upload, and you can kind of play around with things with those photos. For the sake of this tutorial, however, I will go ahead and upload a couple of photos from my computer so that you also see the process of how you would do this at home. So you would select computer, and when I do that, I'm using a MacBook, so it might be a little bit different for Windows users, but I'm going to select photos, and my iPhoto drop down will automatically appear, and then I'm just going to select a couple of photos here, and I think I'll do this one here. This is a recipe that I did, I think, a couple of weeks back, and I was a brand new one I was trying, so I snapped a photo of that. So I'm going to use that picture. And then now I'm also going to upload a second one. Usually when I do this template, I always upload 2 photos because you're going to be printing out on a 4x6 card. And so you would have 2 3x4 photos. So I always wait till I have at least 2 3x4 photos that I'd like. And then I'll go ahead and I think I'll use this little paper craft that my son did one day. I'll take that photo. So I have 2 photos that I'm going to be using, and I'm actually going to switch this one out here because this food image is one that I don't know if you'll be able to really see how the formatting actually works. So I'm going to choose one more photo, and let's see. I think I'll choose this photo here of the movie theater poster. So now you'll see once you upload your photos, they'll be over here on the left side, and then you can they'll be there for you to format in just a few moments. But I'm not ready to format yet because I need to choose my template for my collage. Now, I've used PicMonkey several times, and I think that what happens is once you use it, the website remembers which collage you've used in the past, and so it'll automatically pull that one up. So if you click on collage and this screen doesn't show up for you, you would simply need to go over here to the left side of your page and select layouts. Now once you do that, you'll see that there are a number of collage options. You're going to select the option that says Biggie Smalls. Now once you do that, you'll notice that there are 4 different collages that fit under this category. you're going to select the one here that has the one longer photo and the two smaller ones, which is the same thing that's up on my screen right now. So once you have your collage selected, you're going to need to get rid of one of the smaller cells so that you have two cells that are the exact same size. So I'm going to click on this bottom cell here to remove it. And once I do that, I have two sides that are the same. Now they're not 3x4 yet. So what I'll need to do next is go down to the bottom of here, of the page here, and change the proportions for my collage. So the first thing you need to do is select the little lock key here, the lock button here, because this is going to unlock your proportions. It's going to allow you to change the proportions without the computer reformatting them for you. So once you click on the lock, you're going to change this first box to 1800. And then you can hit your tab key to go over to the next box. And that one you're going to format to 1200. And then hit the tab key. And then once you do that, you're going to hit the lock again so that these proportions lock in place. Okay, so now what I have on my screen is a 6x4 card that you can see here. And then the two boxes that you have are going to be your 3x4 photos. So we're almost done. So at this point, what you do now is go ahead back over to the left side of your screen and select Images. And the images that I uploaded from my computer are still there. So now you simply click on the image and drag it over to whichever box you'd like it to go into and release it. And then that image is there. So that essentially is your 3x4 photo. Now, one of the things you can do, you can kind of move your images around a little bit so you can decide where you want the image to kind of fit in your box there. So then you would go ahead and do the same thing with the second photo, and you just click and drag and put in the second box. Okay, and there's my other 3x4 photo. Now, like I said, one of the things that I always do is I wait until I have at least two photos that I want to make at the 3x4 size, because when I print, I do my printing from home now. When I print, I'm using a 4x6 a piece of photo paper. So if I only put one photo in here, I would be wasting half of a sheet of photo paper. So I always wait till I have two. Okay, so now that I have my two photos, one of the things that I can also do, I have the option to do, is decide how I want my photos to be oriented. So if I wanted to change these photos so that instead of portrait, they're landscape, I would simply go down to the bottom of the page here where I change my proportions, and there's two arrows. You select the arrow that says rotate left, and when you click on that arrow, your photos are then going to be formatted so that they're landscape. So if you have photo pockets where the 3x4s are landscape, you can go ahead and print them this way, and you can still have 3x4s. And then let's just say I said, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go back to my portrait. I can simply click that rotate left arrow again. And I would go back to having the portrait photos. Okay, so now that I have my two 3x4 photos, I can go ahead and save these to my computer. And for MacBook users, you can just hit the save button here. And then what it's going to ask you to do is to save it to your computer. And then now I already have a Project Life folder that I put all of my photos in. So that automatically pops up for where. You could also select, let's say you wanted to put it on your desktop, you could put it there. Or if you have other folders, you can also select other folders. But I'm going to leave mine in my Project Life folder. And then here is where I can change the name of my file. So let's just say that this is week 5 of Project Life. I could save it like that. And then once I hit save, the computer is going to ask me if I want to save this as a JPEG. And I'm going to say yes, because that's the format that you would need to save all your photos under. And so click yes. And then now you'll notice that it's asking me to save it again, but this time instead of just week 5 PL, you'll see the extension .jpeg, and that just tells my computer to save it as a JPEG file. So I'm going to now click Save again. And at the top it said Masterpiece Saved. And I don't know, again, for Windows users, if the process is the same. I'm pretty certain that it would be. Um, so, um, so it's a pretty simple process. So now that I have it saved on my computer, I could, if I sent my photos out to be printed somewhere else, like Walgreens or Shutterfly or someplace like that, I could then just go ahead and upload it from my computer. Now, like I said, I do print my photos from home now. So if you have a photo printer and you're a Mac user, what you would simply need to do, well, you'd have one little extra step. So I'm going to show you what that step is. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this and go into my Project Life folder to find the photo that I just saved, and it's right here. So now, if I wanted to print from home, I would have to import this into iPhoto. So what I would do is click this photo, drag it down to iPhoto. iPhoto is then going to open up, and it's going to automatically import it for me. Okay, it's still going through the process of importing. Okay, so now here is my photo, and I would simply go File. Oops, I need to select the photo first. File, and then Print, and then I can send it right to my printer that I have. So again, it really is a simple tip, but it I think really helps a lot with Project Life because you're not having to fill all of those 3x4 slots with journaling cards. And sometimes, we can just crop our photos with maybe a cutter, but when you do that, sometimes you'll end up kind of with things disproportioned, and maybe you end up having to cut off something that you don't want to. So this way, it just allows it to be a lot simpler process. So I hope that you found this tip helpful today. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and shoot me an email at mypaperpassion@gmail.com. Or if you go over to my website, there is a link now that says Contact Me. And once you click on that link, there is a form that you can fill out. So you just put your name, your email address, subject, and then a message, and you send it to me, and then I'll get the email right away. So again, I hope you find this tip helpful. And if you have any other questions, go ahead and email me. And then also, if there are other questions that you have as Project Life users that you want me to maybe do a video on, or maybe want me to answer on a video, go ahead and shoot me that too. So thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you all soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.